Hi everyone, welcome to the Mission YouTube channel and another edition of Rate My Oche. We're here today at the Crow Pie in Rugby, a venue with 5 dartboards in a couple of different rooms.
A venue I have plenty of affiliation with myself. Myself and Kevin Painter often practice down here at a venue. Also now starting to take on a lot of darts, a lot of ADC vaults, so plenty of different types of darts going here, not just your practice or your traditional league venue.
So first impressions of the Crow Pie, really interesting. Lots of different boards, but they've all got different oches and different lighting, and there's different boards up there. The place itself looks great, and I've had a quick look behind the bar as well, sneak peek of that one, that looks good. But there's lots of different things going on, so we're going to pick one and we're going to focus on that one.
So 5 boards to pick from, and we're going to review today board number 1. The reason being, this is traditionally where most of the matches are played, so it will really give us that match day experience. Let's break through our 10 categories.
Alright, so first of all, let's start with measurements. You know what, we're a fraction high on that. And we're also a tiny bit long, so I'm going to have to give measurements there 6 out of 10.
You can see here from the board condition as we scan around that actually really good quality condition board here. It looks like it's not been up for too long. That's what you want to see when you first walk into a venue. For a lot of places this would be the match board. You can see here branding just across the top of the board rather than down the sides, which means it's really on its first turn, and from that treble 20 it doesn't look like it's been up too long. This has to be a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay, so oche, what do I think about this? Well, I'm a big fan of solid oches. Unfortunately, got a little bit of movement in this one, and yeah, it's not the best condition one either. But it is still a solid oche, I can still tow it, so I'm going to give it 7 out of 10.
Okay, so lighting. One of the good things we've got here, we've got one of these surround lights rather than spotlights. That is going to eliminate shadow. However, one thing I don't like about these is the ring, because it means you're always forever sort of digging in and trying to take the darts out. Also, children find it really hard to come up and get the darts. However, what we've got on different boards and different scenarios is we've got the 270, which as you can see is missing a little bit at the bottom, which means it's easier to get in to get the darts and no restrictions for those children. I'm going to give this, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 purely because we're reviewing that board.
Scoreboards. Let's have a look at them. We've got a great electronic scoreboard here. For those of you that don't like the adding up and the taking away, really good piece of kit. But that's not it. We've also got the traditional whiteboard. If you want to use a marker, it's in great condition, you can use that. But that's not enough either. We've also got a tablet here, mainly used on match nights, but how amazing is this? It's also projected up on the screen here at the side of the board, and a big screen for people to see up there. Matt, I've got to give this 10 out of 10.
Plenty of space around the board. The one thing that you probably struggle a little bit with is the exit to the left. You should be exiting left anyway. You should always be exiting to the right. Now, when we are doing this, if we come to the left, the marker's going to be here, which is going to just restrict that little bit of space. Plenty of space at the back there for to stand behind your opponent. Plenty of space to the sides. Board surroundings, extremely good. Very well positioned in the board. I reckon you could have got 3 dartboards in on this wall, but they've considered it well and only gone with the 2. Real good there for the player. I'm going to give this 8 out of 10.
Alright, so I'm here at Andy's favourite bit, the bar. So, tell me, what are the locals drinking here then?
Usually they'd have neck oil most likely.
The neck oil, there's an interesting name. Well, let's try a pint of that then. Let's see what that's about. So looking around at the rest of the bar, it's quite small, but it is a 2-room venue, so there's other things going on in there. There's plenty of drinks on offer. There's snacks as well. So there's plenty to keep me occupied anyway. But a pint of neck oil? What's that going to taste like? There you go. Right on cue, it's ready. So let's dive in. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, you know what? It's like tropical fruit. You remember Lilt? Reminds me of that. Love it. Really nice. Gonna have to give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Okay, so we know from the measurements it's a tiny bit out, but that certainly doesn't come through in the actual dart or the feel of the throw. Now, one thing that does is the depth. It feels a bit deeper, and that normally comes from those light rings, which we've already had to just knock down a few points, and unfortunately, it does the same here. I'm going to stick with 7 out of 10.
Match day experience here at the Crow Pie. Well, got a nice little table there for my drinks as I'm playing. Looking at the room, I can imagine they probably changed the table layout a little bit and the chairs so that people can sit around. It's not the biggest room, it does echo a little bit, but I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10 for match day experience.
So, house darts, we've gone up, we've had a selection, what would we get if we went up, and just walked in and fancied a game of darts. Well, first of all, plenty of darts, so I've got enough to be able to have a game, but look at this, tungsten, something very rare. You often get brass darts from your local venue or bar when you ask for a set, but I'm not going to review these until I phone them 3 times. Nice. 8 out of 10, just for the tungsten. So Andy, I think it's going to be biased and unfair of me to rate this venue. How did you rate it on first impressions?
First impressions really good. I love the 2-room setup. You can come in this back room, there's 2 boards up there, have a good practice, nice and quiet, create a match atmosphere, you know, a couple of beers, great. Or get in the main room, it's going to be buzzing in there, I know it's match night tonight, there'll be loads of people gathered round. First impressions, I really like it.
And we want to come to you, don't forget. So if you have saw this episode in this series and you think, I want my venue to feature on there, get in touch on the email that is on the bottom of your screen right now. Tell us where to go. We could come to you. And not only do we come and film your venue, but we leave you with plenty of mission goodies, dartboards, surrounds, darts. Who knows what we're going to bring to your venue? Let us know in the comment section, and we'll see you soon on the Mission YouTube channel. But for now, the Crow Pie Rugby scores
a rock solid 77 points there for the Crow Pie in Rugby. If you think your venue could do better, or you'd like us to maybe show something a little bit quirky, something you don't like, get in touch. youtube@missiondarts.com is your email address. You can also let us know down in the comments section where you think we should be going. Myself and Andy will be out on the road filming some more episodes within this series with improved sound and lighting. So if you are enjoying this experience, do hit the subscribe button, because the viewer experience is going to be upgraded for the next series of videos. Catch you soon for some more mission content.